September brings more than just the beginning of a new school year. It ushers in fresh opportunities for growth, discovery, and achievement for students across the island. Classrooms are once again buzzing with eager faces and sharpened pencils. And this week, schools also joined the global celebration of International Literacy Day, a powerful reminder of how reading shapes brighter futures. We'll share more on that a little later in the program. But first, a warm hello and welcome to you as we open another exciting Friday edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Audrey Williams. We have a full and engaging lineup just for you. So, stay with us.
Are you a female 16 years of age or older, ready to break into the world of cybersecurity? Join the She Secures Jamaica 2025 Cybersecurity Competition happening September 12 to 14. Test your skills in AI, web hacking, cryptography, and more. Registration now open. Visit shesecures-jamaica.hackrocks.com for more details. She Secures Jamaica, because cybersecurity needs you. Brought to you by the Ministry of National Security and the Organization of American States.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Friday, September 12, 2025. Entrepreneurs now have access to up to $30 million in collateral-free financing through a new loan program being introduced by the Development Bank of Jamaica, DBJ. The $2 billion Orbit loan program was developed in collaboration with the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica, the Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association, the Small Business Association of Jamaica, and other key stakeholders. The DBJ's Managing Director, Dr. David Lowe, says it was created in response to productivity and growth scalability challenges within Jamaica's business landscape.
And for that reason, we've decided to make something very specific that through our AFIs, your partner commercial banks, we're going to be able to launch a $2 billion Jamaican facility earmarked for manufacturing, scalability on 4 verticals. 1, agribusiness. Second, creatives. This is an underserved part of our economy with tremendous opportunity. Third, manufacturing generally. And fourth, which was on your closing point, healthcare. We see a huge opportunity for health tourism.
Orbit loans may be accessed through DBJ-approved financial institutions such as Jamaica National, Jamaica Money Market Brokers, National Commercial Bank, and First Global Bank. The loans will be offered at 8% interest rate over 10 years, double the duration typically offered by most financial institutions.
And here's the real winner, folks. We are offering collateral. Collateral through our CEF fund, our Credit Enhancement Fund, which allows up to 90% of the amount that you're approved to borrow to be secured by our facility to de-risk the opportunity for you to scale, produce, and export.
Dr. Lowe was speaking during Thursday's PSOJ IDB Empower JA Forum held at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston. Minister of Education, Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon, has announced that the government will be offering full scholarships for special educators soon. Asserting that there is an urgent need to build capacity in special education, she says the scholarships are part of ongoing efforts to strengthen inclusion in Jamaica's education system.
That's the reality. The number of special needs children is rising in Jamaica and around the world, and it will continue to do so. Every child, no matter their abilities or disabilities, deserves a teacher who is trained and ready to help them to thrive.
Dr. Morris-Dixon was speaking on Wednesday at Shortwood Teachers College 140th Anniversary Media Launch held on the school's campus in St. Andrew. She commended the institution for its long-standing role in producing outstanding educators and urged continued partnership with the ministry in the process of transformation. Farmers in Hayfield, St. Thomas have been empowered to better manage the impact of disasters, particularly hurricanes, following an interagency training session held earlier this week. The Agriculture Disaster Risk Management training was conducted at the Hayfield Primary and Infant School on Tuesday. It's spearheaded by RADA in collaboration with the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation and other key stakeholders, and is part of an ongoing series across RADA's 6 extension areas in St. Thomas. Agricultural Land Management Officer at the authority, Manifa Newman, tells JIS News that this is in keeping with broader efforts to strengthen agricultural resilience and disaster preparedness across vulnerable rural communities.
With the hurricane season running from June to November, the training session focused on building resilience, disaster preparedness, and recovery strategies to safeguard livelihood. Farmers were equipped with the knowledge and skill to protect crops, livestock, and their equipment during hurricanes, floods, droughts, fire, and landslides.
A key feature of the session was the diverse stakeholder participation, with farmers engaged by representatives from the Jamaica Fire Brigade and the Ministries of Health and Labour and Social Security. The St. Thomas Municipal Corporation also outlined local disaster response protocols, while RADA delivered presentations on crop management, livestock care, and soil conservation practices.
Farmers also learned about risk assessment, disaster response, and resource management.
The police have been called on to investigate recent attempts by individuals to interfere with the execution of government's South Coast Highway Improvement Project, SHIP, in St. Thomas. In condemning the action, Minister with Responsibility for Works, Robert Nestor Morgan, says he has formally written to the Commissioner of Police requesting urgent investigation into alleged threats made against workers and China Harbour Engineering Company check staff involved in the project. In a statement released yesterday, the minister confirmed reports that individuals sought to unlawfully impose themselves on the project by claiming authority to take over construction activities, appoint liaison officers, and even dictate changes to the security arrangements on site. He adds that there have also been troubling reports of individuals storming the Hordley compound, demanding employment outside of the official project structure. Minister Morgan is adamant that threatening workers and international contractors who are here to help build Jamaica is a line that cannot be crossed. He says the government will act decisively to protect our people, partners, and projects. And finally, members of the public in sections of St. Andrew, St. Thomas, and St. Catherine are getting an opportunity to vote for a station that has made a major difference in their lives through the Transforming Our Police Service TOPS competition. First introduced in 2019 by the Police Civilian Oversight Authority, PCOA, this year's competition will focus on Police Area 5. This comprises 39 stations and 3 marine outposts in 4 divisions: St. Catherine North, St. Catherine South, St. Andrew North, and St. Thomas. Existing awards, including the Top Station, Top Division, Top Prisoners in Custody Station, Top Customer Service Division or Station, and Top Marine Post, will again be presented. But Chief Executive Officer of the PCOA, Otara Byfield Nugent, tells JIS News that, for the first time, a People's Choice Award is also being introduced.
So guess what, Jamaica? You are now able to participate in voting for your station, right? So persons who are residing, maybe working, or having any kind of engagement with officers or at the stations in Area 5, you are able to vote for a station that has had positive impact on you or your community.
To vote, visit the PCOA website at pcoa.gov.jm and click on the link displayed. Voting ends on Friday, October 17 at 5 p.m. The awards ceremony will be held on Wednesday, November 26. The TOPS program aims to enhance operational standards and boost morale within the JCF and evaluates police stations based on several key areas, namely records management, station administration, station facility, utilities conservation, and customer service. The inspection phase of the competition commenced on September 8 and is expected to conclude by September 24. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
The Statistical Institute of Jamaica Statin will be conducting the 2025 Jamaica Survey of Living Conditions JSLC starting August 2025. For over 30 years, PIOJ analysis of JSLC data has helped to shape national policy, including on education, healthcare, and social support. When the JSLC team visits your home, participate. Your voice helps guide real solutions. For more information, visit statinja.gov.jm or WhatsApp Statin at 876-569-1083.
Thank you for staying with us. The Rural Economic Empowerment Program, REAP, is opening doors for young people, especially those in rural communities, by providing training, resources, and opportunities to build brighter futures. Up next, we'll explore the many benefits of this transformative initiative.
Here's a fresh perspective. Agriculture is no longer just about growing food. It's about transformation. It's about empowering young people, building communities, and driving economic change. The Jamaica 4-H clubs charged with connecting youth and agriculture understands this best. It's why they're at the helm of one of the island's most impactful initiatives, the Rural Youth Economic Empowerment Program, REAP.
The Rural Youth Economic Empowerment Program, REAP, is the flagship program implemented by the Jamaica 4-H clubs, which is geared towards increasing the interest of youth in agriculture in Jamaica. The program is a collaborative effort between Jamaica 4-H clubs and partners such as the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining and Hart NSDA Trust.
REAP is divided into two main tracks. The starter program targets young farmers who are new to the sector. Each year, under this stream, more than 200 young people between the ages of 18 to 35 years receive training, coaching, and business support, helping them to take their first steps into the world of agriculture. Then there's the Builder program, tailored to meet the needs of young farmers who already have at least 1 year of experience running their agricultural business.
Under the REAP Builder program, through direct support of the Hart NSDA Trust, we provide support to 100 youth through training, coaching, mentorship, as well as extension service. We provide support to persons who are interested in apiculture, goat production, broiler production, fisheries, crop production, as well as piggery. Our trainers and coaches provide hand-holding support over a 6-month period where participants receive in-field visits to receive guidance as it relates to their operations and strategies that they can incorporate to improve their effectiveness as well as their yields. Our unique approach under the REAP Builder program is to ensure that we're not just providing capacity building, but we're providing persons with direct support, which is what a lot of persons struggle with. For example, inputs. We do know that at the startup level, it's difficult to access financing or resources to get started, so we provide the direct materials and equipment. We also connect them with other ecosystem players, so whether it is for additional business development, whether it is to formalize their business, whether it is to use physical spaces for production, etc.
Through partnerships with the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining, participants in both programs gain access to land, financing, and agricultural supplies, essential resources to start or expand their business.
We recognize that youth play a pivotal role in advancing our agricultural sector, particularly as it relates to the incorporation of technology. They have a natural interest in utilizing technologies to support how it is that we currently operate within this space. We are now focused on ensuring that our youth are provided spaces within this program to bring the knowledge that they already have as it relates to technology and to combine that with new information that they receive through the program so that we are not just relying on the archaic methods that have proven to be less than effective.
How can you be a part of this program?
The recruitment process entails submission of an application, whether online or through their parish offices. Thereafter, the applications are reviewed. Shortlisted applicants are invited for an interview at their parish office, where a panel of judges will review their application to determine their suitability for the program. Once we have completed that process, persons are invited to participate in the training. We try to ensure that no one is left behind.
REAP is open to youth across all parishes, and with hundreds already trained, Jamaica is well on its way to cultivating a new generation of informed farmers and agripreneurs.
The Logos Hope, the world's largest floating book fair, has been in Jamaica since July, bringing with it a treasure trove of books and wholesome entertainment for all ages. Now, as the ship prepares to set sail, we share some highlights of what it has to offer, just in case you're planning to step aboard before it leaves our shores.
Today, I am visiting the Logos Hope vessel, the world's largest floating bookstore. Come with me as we explore a world bursting with knowledge, culture, and connections. All aboard?
Now docked in Jamaica, Logos Hope is once again welcoming readers, learners, and dreamers of all ages. Its arrival comes at the perfect time, complementing the government's ongoing literacy initiatives and summer learning programs.
The visit of the Logos Hope at this time fits perfectly with the training that's taking place for literacy interventions through the Ministry of Education. But it also works well because there's partnership with the librarians and grassroots community organizations that are supportive of literacy. So what's happening here is that you have books that are being sold at a less expensive price than you may otherwise seek them, and the wider variety that's available here you wouldn't necessarily have in our stores only.
The Logos Hope isn't just about books. There's lots more to discover, and my friend Ricky Roy will tell you all about it.
It's not just the book fair that we have on board. We have a lot of events that happen on board, and it's specially made for the people and the visitors of Jamaica. Our vision statement right now is sharing knowledge, help, and hope. Knowledge in terms of the books that we sell, the cultures that we represent, and help by going into communities, helping in different practical work, and also getting involved with a lot of projects. And by hope, sharing our experience, sharing our stories, and hearing people's stories. That's what we do, and that's what the entire ship is about.
For some, Logos Hope was not just a visit, it was a life-changing journey.
I served with the Logos Hope from 2011 to 2013, where I was able to visit and work in 7 countries in Southeast Asia. It was an interesting experience, a lot of work, but it was just awesome to be among persons from different countries across the world. And as a Jamaican, just to represent my country, it was really a special thing for me.
So whether you're a student, a parent, a teacher, or simply a lover of books and culture, Logos Hope offers a one-of-a-kind experience. Step on board and you'll find more than just pages to turn. You'll discover a floating space of curiosity, connection, and hope. All aboard, your story awaits.
female 16 years of age or older? Ready to break into the world of cybersecurity? Join the She Secures Jamaica 2025 Cybersecurity Competition happening September 12 to 14. Test your skills in AI, web hacking, cryptography, and more. Registration now open. Visit shesecures-jamaica.hackrocks.com for more details. She Secures Jamaica, because cybersecurity needs you. Brought to you by the Ministry of National Security and the Organization of American States.
Next, we take a closer look at Danny Williams School and how it's equipping students with skills, knowledge, and confidence to learn, grow, and thrive in today's society.
Hi, I'm Ari Jones. I go to Danny Williams School for the Deaf.
Not all voices are heard, but every story can be told. At the Danny Williams School for the Deaf, students use their hands, their hearts, and their minds to communicate, learn, and dream.
The mission of the Danny Williams School for the Deaf is to create an environment for our deaf students that will prepare them for society. You know, we want to prepare well-rounded individuals, and we also offer, basic, fundamental, and essential skills so that they will be able to develop their fullest potential.
Here, education is more than just words. It is movement, connection, and self-expression in a language the world is learning to understand.
So adapting comes very different ways because they're mostly visual learners. So we use charts, I use a lot of games because we are so involved in technology now, so we have to use the different apps that are out there as well to teach the students, to get them interested in the lesson too. It's mostly hands-on based, even though they're getting the content, which is learning it word for word.
Every educator here is committed to creating a supportive and enriching environment where students are encouraged to thrive in both academics and life.
Seeing the children growth, seeing them using the language or using what you have taught them in different areas of their life, even when they have left here, and they see on the road and they said, Miss, and they start talking about what they learned, that you have made, you have touched them in some way.
All right, that's a long thing. I want to do a lot of writing. I think I want to write books. I want to do some editing and do some more writing and maybe to produce books.
One of them is self-confidence, even though we have to build that within them, telling them that even though they have this disability of deafness, they can accomplish whatever they want.
I talk. I just love to talk. And I also like to share my snacks and the phone. I like to play on my tablets.
Danny Williams School for the Deaf offers an inclusive program that caters not only to students that are deaf, but also students that are deaf and have additional disabilities.
So we offer a program that is so extensive that we develop the entire man, so to speak. So we do not only teach the regular math and language, but we also focus on the daily living skills and those essential skills that they're going to need. We also try to foster the talents and the skills and the abilities that they already have innately, right? So our biggest hope for the future of the students here at Danny Williams is that they just become the best that they can be. You know, not everyone would necessarily excel in the academics per se, but their gifts and their talents, the abilities that they have, you know, just for them to develop that, to hone that, and just to be the best person that they can be in the future.
Speaking of talent, how can we bridge the gap?
We encourage persons to learn our language. You know, many persons, they don't even know the correct term is deaf. You know, they might use another term that is very, that's the deaf do not really like, that I do not want to say right now, you know. But we also want information to be more accessible to the deaf. For example, you know, we may require an interpreter whenever we go out to any event. An interpreter must be there so that our deaf persons would be able to benefit and to get for information to be accessible to them.
At the Danny Williams School for the Deaf, students are not defined by their hearing loss. They are empowered by their potential. After all, the world is learning to listen, and they are ready to be heard.
As we mentioned at the start of the show, International Literacy Day was celebrated on September 8, with schools across Jamaica taking part in activities focused on promoting literacy in the digital era. JIS was on the ground, capturing some of the creative and inspiring ways schools engaged their students. Take a look.
Our cultural heritage is unique and diverse. This is so because the population, number of people, comprises a mix of different ethnic groups.
Nobody wants to see them, but you have. Now go to your room.
My pen pal Joel in town.
Wonderful.
We call these, when we're learning about vocabulary, we call these prefixes, right? You know what a prefix is? Right. So it helps us to learn the meaning of new words.
My country is much bigger than yours. We have nearly 3 million people in Jamaica. I am 9 years old and I go to primary school. I know your age, but what type of school do you attend? I sent my picture in this letter. I think I may look like you.
There we have it, a day well spent, inspiring young minds and celebrating the joy of reading. That wraps up today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. We hope you've not just been informed, but inspired. Join us tomorrow for another exciting and insightful program. If you missed any part of today's show, don't worry. You can catch the full recap and explore more stories on our website at jis.gov.jm. I'm Audrey Williams. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.